Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome to this interview. Thank you for participating. We really appreciate your time. So Ajaya, you can ask your question now.
Hey guys, so for the first question, what is your most memorable experience here in APEC?
Hi, good afternoon. So for me, my most memorable experience here in APEC is when we had our first open house after the pandemic. So of course, all students are here in an online setup, but for that open house, it was our first time meeting each other. That's why it's the most memorable for me. So as the former president of that year, so I was really stressed, but I really appreciated the time because I was able to meet you, all of you guys, and I was also able to meet our advisor that time, which is Miss Claire, which is also the most caring LF for me. So that experience really made me motivated to learn more and to bond with you more, guys. So that's all for me.
And so, hi, good afternoon. And so, for me naman, I do agree with Mikan when she said that one of her most memorable experiences is the open house, as it is also mine. But I guess for me, one of the other most memorable experiences I've had was the fun week that we had this year. And the reason why I think it's one of my most memorable experiences is because not only was that there were no classes for a whole week, but it was also a chance for many of our just like the open house, it was a way or the time for us to bond with our other friends, whether it's our classmates or our other friends in different grades or sections. We were able to have or to spend quality time with them, whether you're just talking or you both joined some of the games and events that were what do you call this? That we experienced during that week. And I guess that was one of the best experiences for me. That's all for me. Thank you.
Ayan, thank you for your wonderful answers, Miss Mikan and Miss JP. So the next question is, do you have any tips on how to avoid procrastination?
Yes, thank you for the question. So I myself as a student also procrastinates, and it greatly affects my productivity and also my grades. So in order to avoid that, I start my day mostly by planning the things I will do. For example, I need to accomplish this task, and I will make that permanent in my mind unless I finish it. And also to focus on what is your current activity. For example, I'm doing the science activities right now, so I just need to focus on that one thing in order to finish it fast and also effectively. So that's all for me.
So for me, I guess a few ways that I know that we can stop procrastination, because I as well also experience procrastination a lot of times ever since I started school actually. So one thing I guess is that we can avoid distractions when it comes to learning. Like for example, putting your phone on mute or away from your work area. Having a specific times where you can take a break as well, it can also help, because when we stress ourselves to finish all our work at all the same time, it'll make us more burnt out and therefore more likely for us to procrastinate. So having or taking breaks is more important, as well as it'll be more easier for us to motivate ourselves if we don't overwork ourselves as well.
So ayan, maybe we all procrastinate, but all we have to do is discipline ourselves to do the activity and pass it on time.
I agree, diba? So we also got ideas, and the tips that they gave is really helpful, especially to those viewers who will be watching this long. So thank you very much, guys, for participating in this interview. Good luck on your studies and good luck on your journey.
Hello, good morning everyone. Let me begin by thanking you for the time you took to participate in our vlog. We'll be doing later. This interview is only for a moment and will not last long. You may now start the interview, Abby.
So for the first question, as a grade 10 student, what are your study tips for grade 7, 8, and 9?
My study tips for grade 7, 8, 9, 10 is to prioritizing the important tasks first, then make a schedule to plan the tasks that you will be doing for your activities and the important stuff.
My study tips as a grade 10 student is, I think, time management by trying to plan out schedules for your classes, independent studies, short breaks, and deadlines for other school activities. Next is avoid distractions by study in a quiet environment and limit my use of social media and other distractions. And lastly, I find it helpful to take short breaks in between study sessions to avoid burnout and to help me refocus.
Thank you so much for your So next question is, how do you manage your time?
I manage my time by focusing on the main topic or the important ones, and by studying very well from my subjects.
Mine po is I personally manage my time by creating a daily schedule. I also make sure to prioritize tasks based on their deadlines, particularly open assessments and IPBAs, so that I can focus on completing those that are due soonest.
Good afternoon, everyone. This interview is only for a moment and will not last long. You may now start. Rain.
Hello, good afternoon po everyone. So the first question po is, what can you say about your experience here in APEC? Let's ask po Ate Andrea.
Well, APEC gave many challenging and fun experiences to us students. Because of APEC, I was able to develop leadership skills. APEC taught us to be independent and to learn how to stand up on our own. Lastly, collaboration is a really important way to learn in APEC. APEC really valued the importance of collaborating with others. In this case, I was able to socialize and work with my fellow classmates with professionalism.
Well, as an APEC student, I have faced challenging experiences, but also fun ones. I was introduced to a different learning style which includes us studying independently. I also got to improve my social skills because collaborating with other students is important in APEC's learning process. I developed a growth mindset that helped me a lot with my experiences in APEC. Instead of being discouraged with criticism, I took criticism as a lesson and to be encouraged to be better each day.
What are the things you want to improve in your academic status, and do you have any tips on how to make studying less hassle?
What I want to improve is to fix my focus. Lately, I've been struggling with my focus when doing things, and I'm currently working on it by avoiding the things that are distracting me. My tips to make studying less of a hassle is to organize your time wisely. Time is continuously ticking, so it is important to spend your time with the things that are important. Next is to surround yourself with peaceful surroundings. It will make you study more effectively if your surroundings are not distracting you. Lastly, is to take breaks from time to time. Taking breaks is also an important part of the process. If you force yourself and your mind to overwork, your mind wouldn't function well and properly, and it will make you feel exhausted, which can affect your study negatively.
Thank you, Andrea. How about you, Tristan?
I would like to improve my focus because sometimes I get distracted easily. My tips on how to make studying less hassle is to take breaks or do things that help you ground yourself whenever you're burnt out. Whenever I'm overwhelmed, I tend to listen to music to help me calm down. I take short breaks after doing schoolworks to refresh my mind and to be ready for the next one. Another tip that I can give is to have a good time management. Having good time management really helps with keeping up with activities. Making a schedule of activities and their deadlines help you to be on track. Doing them as early as possible will make studying less hassle because you wouldn't be overwhelmed with them.
Before we end our video, special thanks to our guests, Jho-rell Camacho and Reese Gopez from grade 7, Margaret Leshen and Charles Monce from grade 8, Mikan Rabe and Jhamie Soberano from grade 9 S2, Gabe Broqueza and Ruie Macabenta from grade 9 S1, Ate Darrein Vitug and Kuya Jacob Pabustan from grade 10, and lastly, Andrea de Mayakyak and Tristan de Guzman, grade 9 from B04 Branch. Thank you so much guys, we really appreciate your time given to us. Good luck to your journey.